Alice. You never drink my coffee at meetings.
Oh, hey Alice, good to see you.
Oh, hey Silas.
Would you like a mocktail? Joey makes a mean Funtini, and an even better Cosmonaut. Everyone's loving them. Look.
Of course everyone's loving it. I mean, being around cocktail stirrers is like seeing old friends.
Just trying to keep it interesting and exciting, you know, keeping the attendance up at these parties. Oh, sorry, where are my manners? Joey, this is Alice. Joey moved upstairs about how long ago?
About 3 months ago.
3 months ago. She moved back to the city around the same time. Yeah, Joey's been temping, finding gigs here and there, so I asked him to help me out with the party tonight.
Hey, it's really nice to meet you.
Hey, yes,
Yeah.
same.
So where were you living before you moved back? Or were you traveling? Or
Oh, it's a long story. You know, so...
My God, Alice? Alice Jameson! I haven't seen you in so long. I've missed you. Where have you been? I'm so glad you came. Listen, I've been in Boca, Florida. Wonderful little French community. Reminds me of when I was an exchange student in Paris. You know, where I first met Monsieur Bordeaux. But I'll tell you what, and I mean this in all sincerity. France may have the elegance and Boca the weather. But only in New York will you find the most eclectic group of recovering addicts, huh? Silas, this place.
Yeah.
You need cookies. Here, I got these for you. Take
Oh, okay.
these and you can help me. Well, you can handle it.
Oh, great.
Listen,
My
we
favorite.
have got to catch up. What have you been up to? I'll have whatever the hell that is that you're making there. Oh, you're handsome. He's quite handsome, huh? Oh, you need to help Silas. Here, listen. Oh, come on. Tell you what I've been working on. I want to introduce you. Now, speaking of handsome, my second cousin's son's friend. I want to introduce you to him. Not much to talk to, but very easy on the eyes. Know what I mean? I also hear he's doing very well financially.
Yeah, that's so nice of you. But
Ugly divorce, you know. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, huh?
well, I'm not really looking, you know. So.
Come on, let's go meet.
So now there's at least half a dozen of us hiding out in the executive washroom, right? And the least smashed of my colleagues pulls a fountain pen from his suit pocket and proceeds to write the pitch down on a cotton hand towel. I mean, this is long before smartphones, of course. But, you know, the ink is smearing and the pen is snagging. So this junior associate that we had hired from Harvard that year, at least I think that's who it was. My memory's a little foggy from all the coke I was doing at lunch that day. Anyway, this junior associate runs out of the washroom in search of more sober help. I mean, his sunglasses are still on, his tie is long gone, and he runs up to the secretary, Paula. That was her name, Paula. She ended up marrying that junior associate, only to divorce him like years later because his drug habit nearly killed them both. But hey, who am I to judge, right? To each his own. Not everyone can find their way to an AA meeting, right? Anyway, so Paula comes into the washroom with a notebook, and we proceed to bark and rattle incoherently, I'm sure, this incredible pitch so she could write it down and type it up for us later.
Todd, it's so great to see you again.
Rachel, yeah. Alice, yeah. Anyway, where was I? So after about 30 minutes, we get all the important points of the pitch down on paper, right? And then Paula books us a suite at the Ritz-Carlton so we can sleep it off for the day. And then we reconvene at the office at midnight to put the pitch and the presentation together. And then we go to the 9 a.m. pitch meeting and we totally fucking nail it. I mean, we nail it like Jesus on the cross nail it, right? I mean, we get the deal, we make shit tons of money, and look, I'm here to tell all of you, as a titan of industry, that is how you get it done.
Woo!
That's amazing. You really have some of the best stories. So, how's the job search going?
Oh, it's great. I've got lots of leads. I got leads in Midtown, downtown. You know, Secaucus is huge right now. I've got a lot of things happening in Secaucus. It's really just a matter of, you know, choosing at this point.
Oh, that's so good to hear. It's been like a year. I'm sure you're just so ready to get back to whatever you finance boys do.
You know, I really need a refill. Does anyone want anything?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
You know, Todd, you know my cousin's daughter out in Santa Monica.
Oh, yeah.
Watch out for Simon. He's a flirt.
Yeah, noticed.
Could I have a seltzer?
Sure. You don't want my famous Cosmo knots?
I think that will make me want a real Cosmo. You know, Cosmo, why not? So, you temp too?
Yeah, I just decided to do that instead of, jumping into a job so I can take some time to think about what really fits,
Yeah, it's been good for me too. Interesting, to say the least.
So, where'd you move here from?
Oh, just from New Jersey.
Ah.
What about you?
From Seattle.
Oh, that's a move.
Yeah.
Are you from there?
Well, I'm from Washington, not Seattle specifically. I was ready for a change. It was time for a new coast. So what about you? Did you grow up in the dirty Jersey?
Okay, that is not fair. There are actually some very nice parts of New Jersey. But yeah, born and bred, my parents are still there. So, how do you like New York?
It's getting better. So Alice, do you have a boyfriend?
To get around. Spent 20 years in prison breaking rocks upon the ground.